cooking through COVID. We are on day 10, double digits. We're gonna make a French onion soup. First thing you wanna do is dice up all your onions, cut them all up. I cut them into thin rings, and then I also kind of cut them in thicker pieces. Some I just pretty much quartered. That way I have a bunch of different consistency within the soup. One benefit of COVID, quarantining, wearing the aspirator in the house or having an access to it, you don't cry when you have to cut the onions. So right there is all the pot of onions. We're just going to have that on a low medium heat. Right now the dial's on 4. Okay, sorry, I don't need this anymore. But right now the dial's on 4. I'll probably put it on a 3, let it sit for a few hours. I don't know if this is going to turn out. I really don't know. Never made it before. I watched a show on Netflix. I got excited and I'm like, oh, I could make that. So we're going to try it. Just let it simmer down, and what you want to do is make an onion jam out of it. You don't want to caramelize it. That's apparently a misconception among a lot of people. So you just want to make it an onion jam. Let it like kind of simmer down and let all the sugars come out of the onions. So we'll see. It calls for brandy. We don't have brandy, but we have alcohol. I have some really nice Caribbean rums, like homemade ones with like fruit and shit in them. But I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go with the old standard Malibu. I put the soup up to a boil. I also put 2 bay leaves in it. I think that's gonna help. Hopefully that's gonna work. It smelled pretty damn rum heavy, but it's been simmering now for a good 30 minutes. So I'm gonna actually taste a little bit. This is the last you ever see of me tell the world my story.
Are we ordering out?
Crisis averted. We can have the soup. Flavor is pretty spot on. A few things I would do differently. One, I might turn up the heat on the onions a toons, get them more brown. It's pretty good. French onion soup needs to be sweet and savory at the same time. Very, very odd. I think I got it. Adjustments I made off film because I was panic stricken. I didn't want to have to throw in the towel and go buy dinner when we have a pot of French onion soup here. I wasn't going to do that. No way. I wasn't going to lose that battle. So, what we're doing, or what I did, sprinkle a little garlic powder in, probably about a teaspoon, nothing major. I also chewed it and I added a beef bouillon cube. It's got it down to a boil now. It's better. It's better. It's got a little bit more of a brown consistency. It was a little too pale before, almost like chicken soup. Now the fun part that I'm not gonna screw up. The baguettes. After fishing out those bay leaves, it's more of that browner color than the original color. So it's probably not gonna be the best pot of French onion soup, but you know what? It'll work, because today is a rainy mess. And look at that, perfect timing. Preheated the toaster oven to 425. Let's put these bad boys right in. Woo! I just gave my complete analysis and the camera wasn't even rolling.
The camera was on?
No. That's what happens when you have a one-man film crew. So, here's my analysis. Putting the garlic in the oil before dipping the bread in it and making the croutons. That was a clutch move, because you get a nice flavor and you get that hint of garlic when you eat the bread. Another note, you need to buy, if I would want to make these a lot, which I probably won't, but if you do, you probably want to invest in a butane torch, like a food torch. Because the cheese, I want it to be crispier. I want that really crisp cover over top of it. The broil did a decent job, but it was just gooey. I'd also probably like to use Parmesan in the cheese mix rather than just straight up mozzarella. But hey, we're in quarantine, man. I mean, this is like 5-star meal here. And you only need a couple ingredients: bag of onions, some all-purpose flour, mozzarella cheese, and a loaf of Italian bread,
Alcohol.
beef broth, and alcohol. Sounds like it's pretty much your staples during a quarantine. Those items are readily available in the stores, at least where we were. The soup is sweeter. I would love to try this one day with brandy when Prohibition ends. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, click like, subscribe below, share it with your friends. And wash your hands.